limit n tends to infinity, summation over r equals to 1 to n minus 1, 1 by n root over of n plus r divided by n minus r equals to limit n tends to infinity, summation over, here r equals to 1 to n minus 1, but we write here r from 0 to n minus 1, 1 by n root over of n plus r divided by n minus r. Since we write here from r equals to 0 to n minus 1, so we subtract here r equals to 0. We put here r equals to 0, then 1 by n plus 0 divided by n plus 0. This is simply 1 by n. So we subtract r equals to 0. Now this is equals to limit n tends to infinity, summation over r equals to 0 to n minus 1, 1 by n root over of n into 1 plus r by n divided by n into 1 minus r by n. Minus limit n tends to infinity 1 by n equals to limit n tends to infinity, summation over r equals to 0 to n minus 1, 1 by n root over of 1 plus r by n divided by 1 minus r by n, minus limit n tends to infinity 1 by n, 1 by infinity 0, so this limit equals to 0 equals to limit n tends to infinity, summation over r equals to 0 to n minus 1, 1 by n equals to h, so root over 1 plus, this is r into h divided by 1 minus r into h, where nh equals to 1, so h equals to 1 by n. Now we know limit n tends to infinity h into summation over r equals to 1 to n f of rh equals to integration over 0 to 1 fx dx, where nh equals to 1 minus 0, 1. We use this formula here. So using this formula, limit n tends to infinity, summation of r equals to 0 to n minus 1 h into root over of 1 plus r is divided by 1 minus r is equals to limit n tends to infinity, summation h, here summation from r equals to 0 to n minus 1, so we can write h here before summation, r equals to 0 to n minus 1 root over of 1 plus rh divided by 1 minus rh. Since this equals to this, so we can write here this equals to integration over 0 to 1 f root over of 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x dx. H into summation over r equals to 1 to n. Here r equals to 1 to n, that is 1 2 dot 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 n khana, and here n terms, and here 0 1 2 dot 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 n minus 1, 0 to n minus 1. So here are also n terms. So using this formula we write this, and f of rh equals to fx. So root over of 1 plus r is divided by 1 minus r is equals to root over of 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x, and here nh equals to 1 minus 0 equals to 1. So this is limit will be 0 to 1. So ultimately integration over 0 to 1 root over of 1 plus x by 1 minus x dx. We have to solve this integration. Then we have the answer of this limit equals to integration over 0 to 1 root over of 1 plus x to root over of 1 minus x into root over of 1 plus x. We multiply by root over of 1 plus x on both numerator and denominator to root over of 1 minus x, 1 plus x equals to dx equals to integration over 0 to 1. This will be 1 plus x and denominator will be 1 minus x square root over of dx. 1 root over of 1 minus x into 1 plus x, that means root over of 1 minus x square. Now this equals to integration over 0 to 1 by root over of 1 minus x square dx plus integration over 0 to 1 x dx by root over of 1 minus x square. This equals to 1 by root over of 1 minus x square integration was to sine inverse x the limit from 0 to 1 plus this will be let z equals to z square equals to 1 minus x square. So 2z dz equals to minus 2x dx implies z dz equals to minus x dx. So this will be minus integration over z dz divided by this is will be z square equals to 1 minus x square. So root over of 1 minus x square means z. Limit x z when x 0, then z will be 1 minus 0 square means 1. When x 1, then z will be 1 minus 1 square means 0. Z limit will be 1 to 0. Now z cancel out. So this will be sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse 0, and this will be minus z from 1 to 0. Sine inverse 1 means pi by 2. This will be sine inverse 0 means 0. And this of 0 minus 1. So equals to pi by 2 minus of minus 1 means plus 1. So answer will be pi by 2 plus 1. So ultimately this limit equals to pi by 2 plus 1. So limit n tends to infinity summation over r equals to 1 to n minus 1 1 by n root over of n plus r by n minus r equals to pi by 2 plus 1. So this is the final answer. If you like this video, please share, subscribe and comment. Please subscribe.